All right, so everyone, buckle up. We're diving deep into a phenomenon that's shaking the suburbs to their core.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. We're talking about dad bass.
Dad bass. You know, you're picturing it right now, right? You're trapped in that school pickup line,
Oh, yeah.
surrounded by minivans.
Endless minivan.
And then suddenly, boom, it hits you. Metallica's Enter Sandman vibrating your teeth.
Yeah, and it's not coming from some teenager's beat up Civic.
Oh, no.
It's coming from, like, a Honda Odyssey,
a minivan.
driven by a dad.
A dad who means business.
And we are going to figure out what's behind this sonic takeover. What is making these dads turn their family vehicles into, like, rolling concert halls?
Right. What's the psychology of dad bass?
We've got some really interesting insights from experts, some wild stories.
Oh, we do. Like, we came across this story about a guy who spent $8,000.
$8,000.
$8,000 transforming his Chrysler Pacifica,
A minivan.
a minivan, yeah, into this like mobile amphitheater. I mean, we're talking custom enclosures, competition grade components.
This is serious audio engineering.
Oh, yeah.
So it's clearly not just about reliving the glory days, right? There's something deeper going on here.
Right, exactly. It's not just a midlife crisis. Well, maybe a little bit, but.
Maybe a little bit.
We spoke to Dr. Rachel Wong, a psychologist who specializes in men's well being.
Okay.
And she actually sees this dad bass trend as potentially a really good thing.
Interesting. How so?
Well, she was saying for men, especially married men, in middle age, it can be a healthy way to deal with stress.
Right.
Like an outlet for all that stuff they're juggling.
Yeah, jobs, kids, mortgages.
Exactly. And it gives them back some control.
Okay, I see that.
You know, they can create this perfect sound environment. They're the masters of their domain.
Their sonic domain.
Exactly. It's like their rolling man cave.
Oh, I love that. A rolling man cave. And speaking of caves, you know, I think there's a bit of a caveman instinct at play here, too.
Oh, how so?
Like, remember that feeling of pride you had when you, like, tricked out your first car?
Oh, yeah.
That sense of accomplishment.
Totally. Like you've built something with your own hands.
Exactly. And I think Dad Bass taps into that same primal urge. Like, look what I created.
It's definitely a way to express your individuality.
Yeah, and maybe reclaim a bit of that youthful energy.
Right. But of course, not everyone's thrilled about this dad bass takeover.
Yeah, I can imagine.
We've all been there. You're trying to have a conversation, and suddenly it's like a Metallica concert erupting in the next lane.
Or you're the unfortunate soul trapped in the car with Dad while he blasts his favorite 80s hair metal.
Exactly. And let's not forget the neighbors. Early morning wake-up calls courtesy of, like, AC/DC. Not ideal.
Not ideal at all. So where's the line between a fun hobby and, you know, sonic terrorism?
Well, Dr. Wong says communication is key, like talking to your partner, your kids. Maybe compromise a little.
Yeah, maybe invest in some noise-canceling headphones for the passengers.
Like, exactly.
Or maybe designate specific times for solo drives, like Dad Bass Hour on Saturday afternoons.
Dad Bass Hour. I love that. It's in the calendar.
It's official. But you know what's really interesting? This isn't just a DIY thing anymore.
Oh, right. It's actually become a whole industry.
Car audio shops are reporting huge increases in installations. And guess who their main customers are? Dads.
Middle-aged dads with disposable income.
Exactly. And manufacturers are catching on. There are now specialized product lines designed specifically for family vehicles.
They promise high-end sound without, permanently damaging your children's eardrums.
Which is probably a good thing.
Yeah.
So, while we could definitely have some fun with the whole dad bass phenomenon, it's clear that it's tapping into something real.
Yeah, a need for self-expression, a way to reconnect with passions, and maybe just blow off a little steam.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, we want to hear from you. If you could build the ultimate dad bass mobile concert hall, what would it be?
What would your dream setup look like?
Would it be Metallica in a minivan?
Springsteen in a Subaru?
Share your dream setup on social media using hashtag DadBassDeepDive.
And maybe while you're thinking about that, think about what brings you joy. What rekindles that spark in your own life?
It might not be car audio, but whatever it is, don't let it fade away.
Yeah, maybe Today Dad Bass is just a loud, bass-heavy reminder that life's too short to be stuck in silent monotony.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Ah.
Until next time, keep those speakers thumping.
Responsibly.
Responsibly, yes.
Yeah.
Safely and always with an eye towards marital harmony.
And earplugs for the kids.
Earplugs are your friend. All right, see ya.
See ya.